Morning, guys. Got a friggin' giant here on the board. Don't even know if it'll register. We'll see. Yeah, he'll register. So we'll take a picture of him and we'll let y'all know what the deal is here today. We're at, it's like Kerr Scott Reservoir or something like that, I think it's called. It's in, he's gonna jump out. It's in, he's almost 9.5, 9 1/4 or something. Boom, got him. Little turd came on a whopper plopper. So that's my first fish on a whopper plopper. It sure's not a whopper plopper. If that's the case, it's a dink plopper. But Kerr Scott Reservoir, it's in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Another long drive for me. About 2 hours, 15 minutes from Durham. So got up early. I'm tired. That little turd's about 9 1/4. So yeah, this is event number 4, I think, for Carolina kayak anglers. Not gonna upload that right now because I'm gonna get this back in the water, try to catch some more fish. But I'll upload that fish in a minute after I fish this little area. Last weekend, I hadn't put the video up yet, but last weekend I fished a kayak bass series online event. I went to Mayo Lake and I finished first for North Carolina. The kayak bass series online events, you compete against everyone nationally that signs up, but you're also competing against those in your state. So I finished first in North Carolina and won $45. One just followed it back right there. Another tiny one. So that was cool. Let's catch these little fish and hopefully some bigger fish. Alright, I'm right back with you. Got another fish. He is bleeding like crazy and has one eye. So we're gonna have to do some surgery on him probably. I'll show you what I caught him with in a second. I'm gonna have to get my mess here. But he's a better fish. Caught him out of this tree right over here with a chigger crawl. I think it's Berkeley, I think makes it. He's being mean as hell. Trying not to get blood all over me, but he got it way back in there. see where the darn thing is. And he keeps friggin' biting me. Getting me wet as hell. And he keeps swallowing. He swallowed it even further. Dummy. Way down in there. Alright, I'm gonna cut the line and take the picture. While I can, and then I'll get it out. One just hit over there. There he is. A little longer. He's got one eye. So let's get a picture of him. Better fish. 2 back to back. He's long too. Good length. He's only got one eye. Relax there. Relax. Relax. Oh God. Oh, it's out of focus. There we go. $16.5. One-eyed bugger, so he's missing an eye there. Alright, let me get this hook out. I'll see you soon. Alright, I got it back. He's 16.5, and we're gonna wait and submit those again because there's somebody coming up here who's trying to fish up on me, and I want to keep fishing that tree. Caught him on a Berkeley chigger crawl Texas rig. Threw it right in this tree and got him. So let's hang out here and try to catch these fish here before this old boy comes up on us. There's a giant here. On a crankbait, and it's humongous, let me tell you. Look at that. Really put my thumb in his mouth. Let's see if he ain't gonna cooperate. I can always tell you that if he's even big enough. Just barely. He's 8.5. Oh, there he went. Oh well, he was tiny anyway, but I could have used the picture. He was 8.5. Jumped off the board on me, so just gotta get out here and catch a bigger one. Well guys, I replaced the 8.5 I lost, and you're not gonna believe this, how I caught this fish. Let me Let me get it out and I'll tell you. It's the most luckiest fish I believe I've ever caught. But the fish gods are with me. I've lost my pliers. There they are. Because they know I lost that 8.5. He jumped off the board. But so what happened was this Lil John, Spro Lil John MD right here, which is what I caught the little 8.5 on earlier. So, good gracious. So, so something's definitely wrong with it. About to lose a rod. Lost a rod. There goes a rod. There goes a rod. Oh man. Alright. Anyways, dadgummit. How deep is it here? 9 feet. There goes a rod. Anyways, something's wrong with that crankbait. They're supposed to float, and it's not. It's sinking like a friggin' jig or something. So, I was literally sitting here, and I just tossed the crankbait out right here, literally 2 feet from the kayak to confirm that it was sinking and not floating. And as soon as it started sinking, this little idiot came up and ate it. So, fishing gods replaced my 8.5 fish, but they just took a Abu Garcia Veritas rod and reel. That's gone. So, let's get a picture of this little guy so that rod ain't lost in vain. And at least he's bigger than the 8.5 I lost. And he's 10.5. Oh God, I can't see. It's so sunny over here. Let's check them before we let him go. Cause I couldn't see them very well. It was so sunny. Daggone it. He's 10 3/4, we'll say. Alright, 10 3/4. I replaced my 8.5 I lost with 10 3/4 with a broken crankbait, and in the process I lose a very nice rod. Get out of here, you crazy. God knows. But anyways, that gives me my 3 fish. which is good. Early this morning when I uploaded my 2 fish, I was in 10th. I'm sure that's changed now. Let's upload this fish and we'll give you the standings here. Something's wrong with that crankbait. It just is supposed to float and it sinks like a bricks tied to it. So that is submitted. Let's look at the standings. $51.5 is leading. Just try to find another bait and keep it going. Go back to this sugar crawl that I caught that big fish on. I just lost one on the crankbait. Couldn't catch up to it. Finally did. It got up here by the boat and jumped and threw the hook. It was a decent fish. I could have used it. Definitely would have culled out my 9 1/4. Definitely bigger than that. So, interesting day for me here. Alright guys, that's about it for the end of the day. Interesting day. Caught my first whopper plopper fish. It was a little dink that I culled. My biggest fish came 5 minutes later on a chigger crawl. It was 16.5. Caught one a little while later on a crankbait that jumped off the board. And then I went a large portion of the afternoon not catching anything. Went back to where I caught the fish in the morning, and that's when I luckily caught that little last fish, 10 3/4, just dropping my crankbait in the water to see if it sank or floated, and it sunk and he ate it. Lost a rod with him, and then didn't get it on camera, but a little while after that I turned around and came back down that same bank and lost a nice fish on a crankbait. I had it, I couldn't catch up to it, got up by the boat and jumped and spit the hook. That would have upgraded my smallest fish, which is 9 1/4. But up and down day. It's better than working. It's fun. A few more minutes till line's got to be out of the water. So up next is Sharon Harris, I think, and it is a KBF trail event. So tune into that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel is what I should say. And we'll see you guys next time.